UCB shit. First of all, how many of you are comics that have a UCB gripe? Just so I know. A lot of you? You columnists? What are you, just audience?
Audience.
Do you know about this UCB thing? Do you know what Upright Citizens Brigade is?
Yes.
It's an improv place that's kind of popular. But they have shows. You know, we make money to do this, comedians, right? So I made a few gripes, maybe a little yelly, okay? Because they have these packed out Friday shows. And it's called If You Build It, and it's a 120-seat theater. They charge $10 a head. They pay the comics nothing, okay? And they treat the comics kind of like dicks. Like, you don't get a free drink ticket. If you do, they had this rule that like you have to perform first before you eat a drink, like you're 6 fucking years old. It's kind of shitty. So I made a number of yellies about it. It turned out. And by the way, just like to yell, like I just go on Facebook and just say shit. Like I don't, like I wasn't aware it was that much of a thing, but it became like a Tumblr. So like it was like a big deal, I guess. And like I just saw this shit, right? So apparently a bunch of other people had the same gripe as me, and everybody's ready to burn down UCB for this. So here's the thing. Oh, and then also, side note, one of the stories just I did this one guy's show. This poor bastard's in the hospital right now, Michael Shalky, who's got Crohn's disease and arthritis. What is Crohn's? That's like you got like a square. You take like square shits. It is a brutal disease. But this debate show, originally was at UCB. And I went to UCB and did a show, and I complained about UCB not paying on stage. But I made a joke out of it, you know, and the crowd was laughing. But I saw in the back somebody was frantically elating me, like they're upset. And I thought someone would tell me, hey, don't come here anymore for bashing the club. But what actually happened was this guy's entire show just got kicked off the lineup. And a tech guy told him it was because he's not controlling his comedians, which is fucking crazy, right? And then I went back and did a show there the next day. Both of these as favors to people. And then I did the show that should have been paid. So what it turns out is a bunch of gripes against UCB. I yelled and yelled and yelled about it. This guy, Matt Besser from UCB, contacted me today before this show. This show originally was going to be a debate where I argue with them about why they should be paying the comics, and they were going to tell me why they shouldn't. Okay? And by the way, the original setup for this show, Patrick, you snaggletooth bastard, was going to be, they were going to trick someone from UCB into coming here under the guise of getting an award. And I was supposed to come out and fucking ambush them and yell at them for not paying. I don't want to come out and do that. That's not going to solve any of the fucking, you know what I mean? I might as well just yell on Facebook if that's what I'm going to do. So then they're like, all right, well, don't worry, someone from UCB is coming to the show to debate you, possibly Matt Besser, and that also was not a thing that was happening. Patrick, what? Why? He lives in LA. There was no way he could live. He doesn't live here.
They said a representative would come down.
Right.
Right.
So, anyway, I talked a lot of shit online. At one point, I compared them to slavery, pretty vocally. I was like, sir, our proud improv heritage cannot sustain itself. We have to pay a stand-up comic. They better off here working UCB. They better off in that scary old hot old jungle of a comedy club. Here they're free to sing and work and so I you know, I went a little bit. I went hard on it. But the guy, he contacted me from UCB. And so I talked to him about it, because they're not coming to the debate. Just a spoiler, they're not going to be here. So this is what it comes down to. A lot of this guy, and I know it's hard to believe the comics because like everybody's out to get you. They're improv people, and they don't fucking. The guy does not know. Do you understand? Like he's been out of fucking sitting at the actual UCB for years probably, because they're all on TV and shit. They don't know. In their mind, just paying on this one show that they should pay on is opening a Pandora's box, they call it, where they now have to pay on every show, okay? My position is they're closing a much bigger Pandora's box by just paying $20 to comics. They're closing a worse box of a lot of people like sitting here hating their guts and talking shit about it, right? So our closing thing after talking about it is he's going to go back and talk to the rest of them about it. It's either going to be they'll pay something for that show on certain shows like that, or they're just not going to have shows where they charge at the door anymore. Which, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just take $1,000 instead of $1,200 and instead of having nothing. Like, I don't get that, but that's where we left it when we talked. Besides just the pay thing, if you run a show at UCB or you've worked at UCB, a lot of people got gripes outside of the pay, which is like the employees there treating you like shit, like you're fucking some kind of low, you know, like they're the vampires and you're the werewolves of this. You know? And like, well, it's a lower form of comedy, what you do, stand-up. But this dude, when I talked to him, did not feel that way at all. He was like, we're honored to have you and whatever be here. This is like a case of middle management people being fucking dickheads because they're kind of culty in that thing, you know? So the head guy's aware of it. These shitty little rules and shit that they've been telling you when you're there, he didn't seem to be aware of any of them. I don't think he was aware of it. So he's going to go back and do something about it. If nothing happens, then by all means, beat him up, fucking yell shit at him. Give the guy a chance to see if he can fix it. You know what I mean? That's where it's at now. And I already did all the yelling for you up to this point. So, you know, they're going to try to fucking do something. I don't know if it's going to be like just, it's, you know, they're all free shows from now on and not paying. Like, it could very well be that, which like I said, I don't think that's the fucking smart way to do it. But it is something, and I'm sure at least the fucking bullshit treatment you get from the fucking, you know, open mic improvers, that could be drawn back a bit. But this is like anything, when if you do stand-up comedy, you know how it is when you do rooms and one guy's got a little bit of fucking power, right? Who's nobody, but he's going to be the gatekeeper to you. And that's what these little shitty tech guys and the fucking whoever the director is, that's what they do. So the guys into talking about it, if you guys have grievances, and they did do shit because people have been posting on my Facebook, by all means send that to my Facebook. But please make sure it's accurate, you're not embellishing shit, because I will go back and say that shit to him. But Michael Shalkey, for example, made it out like he was sent an email about how he didn't control his comics. He kind of didn't play right and made and shaded it up a little bit, and that hurts the fucking argument. Do you know what I mean? So if you know a specific person that did something fucked up to you there, or you know, you have something that like is I don't know, provable, but just don't exaggerate, okay? Just tell me the exact thing. The guy's open to listen about it, and then I'll get it to him. And then, you know, if they want to do nothing after that, then you could be as mad as you want, but give them a shot to take care of it. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm out of time. Thanks.
Kurt Metzger.
Yeah.